Hingham Naval Ammunition Depot Annex. The Hingham Naval Ammunition Depot Annex, sometimes called the Cohasset Annex or Hingham Annex by local residents, covered sections of the towns of Hingham, Cohasset, Norwell, and Scituate, Massachusetts. It served as an annex to the Hingham Naval Ammunition Depot. History. Beginnings. The land for the annex was bought by the U.S. Navy in 1941 from local landowners to expand the nearby Hingham Naval Ammunition Depot in Hingham. The depot was the main ammunition supplier for naval forces of the U.S. Atlantic Fleet during World War II, employing 91 civilians along with 721 naval officers and sailors and 375 Marine Guards at its peak in June 1945. A rail spur, sited off the old Colony Greenbush line, was built to facilitate the transfer of ammunition, stored in cement bunkers at the annex, to the depot at the Hingham shipyard. Reactivation. Reverted to maintenance status after the war, the annex was reactivated for the Korean War, during which time it held some of the Navy's first experimental nuclear depth charges in Bunker N9. Depth charges, bombs, and rocket motors were assembled at the annex until declared surplus by the Navy in 1962. Post-closure usage. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts took possession of the annex in 1966 and later turned the 3,500 acres 14 km2 into the present-day Wampatuck State Park. The last military activity at the annex took place when the U.S. Army Reserve 187th Infantry Brigade was stationed at United States Army Reserve Center Hingham from 1971 to 1982. In the late 1990s, the government, who were in charge of the remaining section of the depot that was not turned into Wampatuck, announced they were going to donate the remaining part to the park. This involved, first, cleaning the area, featuring the demolition of the remaining buildings, despite their historical value. This task was completed in the spring of 2015, with the former building sites having been raised and covered with earth and new hiking and biking trails established, roadways refinished as walking and biking trails, and access improved via the former rail bed connecting to Route 3 in Cohasset near the Greenbush rail line. Gates have been created at the end of Leavitt St. in Hingham and from the Doane St. path from Cohasset. Bunkers here, as well as those in the remains of the original Hingham Naval Ammunition Depot in what is now Bear Cove Park, had been used as shelter by homeless persons. Following the grisly murder of 2 homeless men in Bear Cove in 2005, the remaining bunkers in the park have been demolished. However, local Boy Scouts have worked to preserve some of these bunkers, including N9, as a memorial to the military and civilian personnel who served at the depot. Images.